Yeah. Hair flip. Yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip. Yeah. Oh my God. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. Hair flipping on these hoes. Hi. Hi. Hair flip. Did you guys miss me? Did you guys miss me? Oh my God, I missed you guys. I did. I hope you guys are having a good day. I know I have to change the time a little bit. Oh well, whatever. So hair flip. We're gonna get into some stuff. We're gonna get into a lot of stuff. Period. Thank you all for joining me. OMG, I'm into the chat right now. Okay. Hi everyone. Hi. Do it to all everyone. Oh my God, I love you guys. Hi. Y'all must have been bored. It's not the same. My bad bitch is not in the game. Oh. Courtney, everybody, Artie, Alyssa, Wonder Woman, Just the T, Erica, Trouble, Sam, Twala, did you tell me to hurry up? Girl, you tried it. Just kidding, I love you. Sam, Erica, my boo period, Hayes, hey girl, Tiff West. Oh my God, I love you. Nas, Island, NJ, everybody, hi. Oh, let me go down to the bottom because I was going over at the top. Coco, Latasha, Brittany, Pamela, where's Pamela? Pamela, period. Erica again, deadass, because period. Thank you for the super chat, sweetie. Lamarcus, hey Lamarcus. Deeper than skin, period. Darrow. Be quiet, Darrow. Don't be talking too much. Sharice, period. Is this Sharice from Potomac? Is it? If not, I'm still gonna pretend like you is. Hey, Sharice from Potomac, girl. Hey, girl. Kenya B, period. Hey, girl. Miss Hottie, my girl Tiff, Review TV. Hey, girl. Taniqua, period. I'm gonna say hi to her. Oh my God. Where's my girl? Oh my God, I love you guys. I just don't really get a chance to say hi to y'all, and I love you guys. Faint-hearted, period. Hey, girl. Copyright, hey boo. Scotty, my boo. She been giving face. I love her. My boo Claudette, thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much for super chat. My boo Tracy, back to my boo Claudette, period. Hey girl, hey Claudette boo. Hey girl. Devi, is it Devi? Or is it Devi? Los Soto, my boo, period. Bree, deadass. Amy, I know, I'm sorry, y'all. I just be feeling bad. Taniqua, that's out of my book because I love you. Did I say how to Wonder Woman? That's how do you? Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I love y'all. Hey, Auntie Nisa, girl, my baby. Hey, girl. Yes, Cardi in the title. Yes, she in the title, girl. And shout out to my boo Tamara, Miss Winters. Okay, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. We gotta get started. Miss Kim, hi girl. Right there, hi girl. Hi, everyone. Katie, hi. Y'all be making me feel bad because I want to say hi to all y'all. I love y'all. Slums, hey Slums Radio. I see you, girl. Hey boo. Okay, I love you guys. Okay, so let's get into these topics. Carrie Hillston says, girl. So yes, we're gonna get to DAUNTE. I know he's, I'm in Minnesota. I live here. I used to live in the Brooklyn Center area, so I know exactly, like where it happened, and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, we will definitely be getting into that, and I feel so many different ways about it, and I think that you do as well. So, we will get into that. We will. So, stick around. So, here, Flip. Let's get into some lighter subjects, until we get to that, because it's just okay. So, Carrie Hillston, y'all remember her? You might not. You blinked and she was here, and you blinked and she was fucking gone. But Carrie decides to let us know that she talks to Beyonce, and I listened to this, and I'm just kind of like, Carrie, did you? You didn't sound too sure. I'm like, how long ago was this? Are you talking about the first time you guys met ever? Like, I'm like, girl, make this make sense. Because I'm like, I don't know. It still seems like this ain't fixed. So let's get into it.
Beyonce drama and stuff like that. If you had the opportunity to collaborate with Beyonce, would you maybe do something? Even if it's not on a record, like in a movie or whatever it may be.
Yeah, sure. You know,
What's the yeah sure? What seems like hesitation? What we doing? What we doing? Okay, but we listening, Carrie. Hurry up.
absolutely. Uh, she actually has introduced herself. It was a gracious moment. I appreciated it. I feel like she understood what had happened, what had transpired, and there was a bit of healing in that moment when we met. And I think I take her as a very intuitive kind of soul, as am I. And yeah, I think that it would be a probably a very fun experience to do that if she were open. But yeah, I do feel like she understood what that was all about. So
If she were open, you laughing uncomfortably. Did you talk to Beyonce? I don't feel like you talked to Beyonce. Let's get into this next clip.
she's amazing. I've always felt that way. That's the truth of the matter, but no one will believe that.
I believe it. I feel the energy. I'm a big energy reader, and I feel like you're just so over like the talk about that. You just want to get to a point where you're like, you know what? Like, let's just squash it. Let's do something together. Let's give the industry what they need and what they want, and just go about our day. You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Whether it's working together or not, like we can, you know, see each other. We can see each other. I mean, in that sense, you know what I mean? We can understand and nod and there's, you know, have a mutual respect, if not a rapport or anything else. You know, I think at the very minimum, there can be that. That's always possible. And that's where I'm at, you know, and I made a decision that was not authentic to who I truly am. And of course I regret it. Of course. She's amazing. I've always felt that way. That's the truth of the matter. But no one will.
Carrie, you didn't accidentally diss her in that song. That wasn't no accident. Like, you tried it. So, and then with healing in the situation, if you did, shout out to my boo Bridget for the super chat, thank you, sweetie. If there was some healing within that situation, wouldn't it have been you apologizing to her? Because I mean, Beyonce didn't do nothing to you. Let's start there. We got to start at the fact that she never did anything to you. We have to start there. Beyonce wasn't subbing her. She wasn't shading her. She wasn't doing any of that. You decided to let your label let you make a diss track towards Beyonce and others. You know, Beyonce was not the only female you dissed, you know. So you tried it. Beyonce, I don't know if you actually spoke to her. I don't. And then I feel like if you did bump into Beyonce, because I feel like it was a bump into, I don't feel like she invited your ass to nowhere. But I feel like if you did bump into her, I don't really think that that's something that Beyonce would want to talk about. She doesn't seem like that type of person, you know, to bump into you and be like, remember that track? What was you thinking, bitch? Like, I just don't think that was the conversation y'all had. I think it was more so as like, hi, how are you? I think Beyonce was just kind of like, oh, you know, y'all chopped it up for, you know, a quick second, and then she went her way. She's a very busy woman. She don't have time to be sitting there talking to you. Like, for what? I mean, it happened a long time ago. So I feel like I don't think Beyonce needs to be like angry, you know, with her, you know, for it. It's like, yeah, it was a long time ago, you know, like whatever, girl, it was what it was. You know, we can move right along, you know, like not a big deal, you know, but I just don't feel like it was discussed because I just don't think like being, and she seemed really unsure of herself. Shout out to my boo Laverne Hicks for the super chat. Thank you. I love you as well, sweetie. Thank you so much. I don't feel like that happened. And I think something happened, some type of exchange. I don't think that she's just flat out lying. I don't feel that. I don't feel like Carrie Hilson has a reason to lie. And she knows, you know, saying something publicly that is going to get back to Beyonce. So obviously, I feel that they came in counter at some point. But I don't believe that it was to talk about that. Because I don't think Beyonce cares. And if Carrie doesn't care, because she makes it seem as if, you know, it's not, you know, she's sorry, you know, she made a mistake, you know, she shouldn't have did it, you know, and it's just kind of like, you know, I just don't feel, I feel like it was a passing, you know, I don't think it was a let's sit down and have a conversation about how you made a diss track about me years ago. Like, and it wasn't like a blatant, you know, diss track, you know. It isn't like she said like Beyonce name or anything, but she was definitely pointing it at her, you know, and what she was saying. So, shout out to Carrie. I don't feel like they should beef. I think that, you know, it's a beautiful thing that she wants to, you know, squash the beef that she has with Beyonce. I think that that's great. I don't understand why they will ever need to collaborate. I mean, if Carrie wants to come be like Beyonce's like towel girl or something, I mean, cool. Maybe some background vocals on a track, you know, or something like that, or maybe a little bit of. I mean, if she got a hook or something she want to throw Beyonce away, maybe Beyonce can overlook it. But I don't really see a reason that they would need to collaborate. I don't see that reason. I feel like, is Carrie even doing music? I mean, besides like behind the scenes. Because it doesn't even seem like she really has an interest, you know, to sing anymore like that anyway. So I just feel like gross. No, they don't need to collaborate. So I don't know who this woman is that's interviewing them. You know, I like y'all hats. But girl, you could have left that out. Yeah, we don't care to see them collaborate. Nothing comes from nothing. At this point in time, Beyonce will be helping revive Carrie's career. You know, it's not like Carrie's trash. I wouldn't say that. Decent voice. She can write a good song. She's really good with writing and things like that. Acting like a star. Like what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm not bashing Carrie. She's a beautiful woman, gorgeous, timeless beauty. It's just unfortunate she doesn't have a timeless talent. Yeah. So shout out to Carrie for these movies. I don't know what ones. I mean, what are these, like Chris Stokes movies or what? Because where are you? So you know, hair flip. But yeah, go on, Carrie girl. Yeah, girl. So shout out to Carrie for being gorgeous. She is definitely that. We don't need you in a motherfucker studio with Beyonce, girl, unless you jumping on some background vocals. That'd be cute. But Blue can do all of that because Blue is managing Beyonce and all of that. And Blue said no. Blue said this was real cute, but no. She said that Beyonce fucked. So hair flip, you tried it. So moving right along to the next topic. MG. Okay, look, let's get into it. I'm about to cuss this white man out. So stylist says Justin Timberlake set up Janet's wardrobe malfunction to outdo Britney Spears and Madonna. It was the most functioning wardrobe in history. It did what it was intended to do. Now, when they say that Justin tried to outdo Britney and Madonna, it's because Britney and Madonna kissed on stage, but it was Christina Aguilera too. So it's all three of them that kissed on stage. Gross, COVID. And they did that. And Justin was always trying to outdo a good, yeah, because he was mad because Britney lied and said that she didn't fuck him. And he wanted the world to know that he slept with her first. He was on his Ray J shit. I hit it first. So he always had this grudge against Britney because Britney didn't let everybody know that he had she gave him the good, yeah. So he was always pissed about that. He was like, all alone. That was Britney in that video, bitch. That white woman who the face that they didn't show, but she had the blonde hair, bitch, and the body just like Britney Spears. That was Britney in the Crimea River video. So he was always feeling some type of motherfucker way about Britney. Okay, he been stalking that girl. He been stalking Britney since the 90s. Sister Mickey Mouse Club, bitch. So he been stalking this girl. I'm telling. Yep, I'm telling. Timberlake is mad because Britney's last name was supposed to be Spears Timberlake. And the shit didn't happen because she fucked Wade, the choreographer that lied on Michael Jackson to say Michael Jackson touched him after that man passed away. So Wade Roberts said, bitch, you fucked Britney while she was with Justin, okay, which is a rumor. That's not it. That's allegedly, because there's no proof behind that. You know, because Wade was always a little fruity. So allegedly. So Wade was cute back then. I don't know what happened to him now, but he was cute back then. And everybody wanted to sleep with him, all the white girls. So he just expected that Britney was sleeping with Wade, bitch. And he just went off on this tangent. I don't know how he got proof. He crazy. He white. He's probably, sitting there peeking through fucking blinds and shit. Who knows? He's probably in a girl fucking closet. So we don't know. He following her on tour and shit. They just so happen to be in the same cities, performing at the same. So I mean, just all type of weird shit. Yeah, Justin. Keep it fucking froggy. Keep it froggy, motherfucker. You been stalking Britney. But a girl crazy. Because she thinks she keeps seeing your ass everywhere. That's why she locked up in that 86-bedroom mansion with 47 bathrooms and 17 maids. That's why she up there locked up doing choreography with that black eyeliner with the pen eyes. Because of your ass. Because what the fuck you done did to this girl. So Britney went on tour letting everybody know that I'm not a girl, not yet a woman. So when she said not yet a woman, everybody was like, oh, this bitch is still a virgin. You a virgin. You a virgin. So everybody was like, oh my God, Britney's a virgin. And Justin was like, lies. I smashed all. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I told everybody and think that I fucked you because I did. Britney, tell the truth. And Britney wouldn't do it. No. And Britney said, I'm waiting on my husband. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'd never do that. So then she went randomly got married. Britney went randomly got married to this white boy. And then they got her annulled. It was like the 24 hours, 48 hours later, bitch. So because Britney had to let him be the one that allegedly broke her virginity, bitch. So it was just like, oh my God, a good guy, yeah. I was drunk and we were in Vegas and we got married. So like we didn't stay that way. And I was married. So of course I slept with him because we were married. Like we were married. So she tried to make it look like that's who took her virginity. And they're trying to make it look like it was him, but it wasn't. It was Justin. So Justin was pissed. So and Britney tried to make it better, right? So Britney did the Lifetime movie, bitch. Y'all welcome for all this tea. So Britney did the Lifetime movie of her Born Ass Life, and she showed us, girl, how she did lose her virginity to Justin. So she thought that was gonna fix things. You know, she thought it was gonna be like, look, I'll let everybody know I let you inside me. Like, oh my God, Justin, like this is gross. So hair flip. So I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm telling y'all this is the tea, bitch. So that wasn't enough. Okay. So Justin been aiming at this woman his whole life. Even at the motherfucking VMAs, bitch, when they kissed, they showed Justin's face, and Justin was like, ugh. Gross. He was just like, ugh. You know, so he was just always like poking at Britney. Like he was always fucking with her. Why does white men always mess with this white woman? So he was always poking, you know, at Britney. So then when they did this show, he knew that he was going to do this to Janet. Okay. So I don't understand why they let him perform at the Super Bowl again when he is the reason why Janet got banned. That's not fair. Let's place the blame on the black girl. Like, yeah, no, that's not fair when his white ass did it. So he did it on purpose to outdo Britney so that it was the most talked about situation. And bitch, it worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. So this is why I don't like Justin. This is why I don't appreciate him doing this to Janet, because this was not fair to her. Like this wasn't fair to her that she get banned, you know, basically damn near a lot of broadcasting places nationally, all because of what he did to her intentionally. Like she had nothing to do with this. This was Justin's plan. This was all him. She had nothing to do with this shit. And she got blamed for it. And that's not cool. Now that's a railroad. That's a public humiliation. So y'all be talking about these rituals and all this shit. Now this is a motherfucking ritual. He humiliated the fuck out of this woman. Because if I was them Jackson brothers, I would have been standing at the edge of the motherfucking steps off that stage like this. Come on. Hurry up. No, come this way. Come this way. Yeah, come on. Hurry up. Because we would have fucked him up. Oh, yeah, he would have got his ass whipped that day. Ha, 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 ha. Justin, if you're nasty. Yeah, you would have got your ass whipped that day, player. Put my motherfucking sister titty out on motherfucker for the world to see. It would have been the biggest malfunction in history and also the biggest nosebleeding because you would have got hit in your motherfucking face as soon as you was coming out of them high rises. Master. You would have got hit in your motherfucking face on your way down them steps, bitch. It would have been me and yeah. That's why I said them Jackson boys is some punks. Shit, hair flat. Weak ass niggas, because ain't nowhere in the world he wouldn't have got beat up. Shit, ain't nowhere in the world. No, Janet knew of something else, not him exposing her breast. Why would she allow that? She got all the motherfucking ridicule. I see if it was the other way around. Why would she destroy her reputation for him? Why? That makes no sense. No, so she may have known of something else, but she didn't know that. She didn't know her breast was going to be exposed, and here's proof. Here's proof. So it's like, no, she didn't know that shit. Why would she think that? Even if you are going to rip something from my pants, and I think that you're going to be showing, you know, like my underwear and whatnot, but they done make this fucking contraption that I don't know about that's going to actually show my penis. I'm going to have a problem with that. And why would I feel like that would be intentional? And why would she cover the exposed breast immediately? It showed, like it literally showed her nipple. And she covered it immediately. Like, yeah, no, that don't make sense. I'm going to rip this off. You cover your breast right away. In that case, her hand would have been closer so that it could have been a rip cover, you know, so where we barely saw anything. Like you would have had to super blink or rewind in a slow motion it to see that the show, you know, something like that. That's different. But to literally expose her, no, they wanted to humiliate her. Like that was deliberate on her behalf. So I don't know if somebody was after her or something. I don't know, Janet, girl. They said to you, I'm a mid girl, okay. But moving right along, fuck Timberlake. So yeah, I don't like him. So moving right along. What do y'all think about this? Because I don't know what to think. Because I really don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. I'm sick of this shit. Lil Nas X ruined it. He ruined it. He ruined it. Sliding down poles to hell and shit. He ruined it for y'all. He ruined it. So it's like this humiliation. What is this? Because he don't seem humiliated to me. What's T? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what we supposed to say. I like Kid Cudi music. I just don't understand what the shenanigans, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. If you feel like this is the way for you to get like talked about and discussed and, you know, rather you're gay bashed or, you know, I don't know. All I know is I don't have his back. So anybody that says anything about him in a negative way, oh, well, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. LGBTQ, he needs y'all. Y'all complaining ass. Y'all, the LGBTQ, you complaining motherfuckers. He needs y'all. Let's see how much y'all do. Y'all swear y'all do so much. Okay. So much protection. Okay. Get into protect mode. Since y'all protect people, since we gotta be, you know, so respectful, you know, the LGBTQ. Hurry up. He needs y'all services. Yeah. He needs y'all on the post complaining and shit about the people that's saying negative shit, trying to bash him because he gay. And he really ain't gay. He's just expressing himself. He just wearing this just cause this what straight men do. They just decide to put shit on like this. So he needs y'all protection. Hurry up. Get on over there. He on the stage without a wig, no makeup, none of that shit. He just all over the place. Yeah, hurry up. We need y'all services pronto. We need y'all to come defend him because people come all the time, you know. I don't know what's because it was weird. But here flip. And so LGBTQ, hurry up. He needs y'all assistance because I told y'all I don't know what the LGBTQ is besides a bunch of people that complain when somebody says something against gay people. I'm not a part of it. I ain't signed no paperwork. I don't know where this committee meets. I don't know what none of that stuff is. I just know it's a bunch of letters, no faces. So yeah. So yeah, I'm not a part of that. That's fine. Let people call me the F-bomb, all that shit. Let them target me, all of that shit. Me, my motherfucking family gonna take care of it like we've been doing the last 32. Yeah. So it's fine. Like I don't need y'all defense. I ain't never asked for it. I thought I was supposed to just get it. You know. But I haven't here, Flip. I've been too busy defending myself my whole fucking life. So I'm gonna continue. So Kid Cudi, I don't know what the 800 number is to get to Ellen DeGeneres, who I heard is the alleged president of the company. But make sure you contact them because I don't give a goddamn. All I know is that a lot of straight girls gonna look at your ass funny, and if they call you a bitch, don't get mad. Period. Don't get mad if they call you no bitch. Don't be swinging on a woman and shit because they call you no bitch. I mean, what the fuck is this on stage? What is this before my eyes? Oh, damn sure no motherfucking man. So, yeah. Girly boy, lady boy. So, yeah. So, there's no defense coming from my end. The dress is ugly. I will say that. Hated it. So yeah, you could at least pick the cute one. So moving right along. Him on stage dressed like motherfucking Miley Cyrus. Don't nobody got time for this bullshit. Shout out to my girl Keish. Yeah, so nobody has time for this. So let's get into Alana. It still ain't fixed nobody's fucking life. But let's get into her and this nose and her talking to this beige bitch Lisa Ray.
Feels that when aware of what you just did.
I'm asking you a question.
And I'm asking you one. Since you came to see me,
Period.
I'm asking the question. Are you aware of what you just did? I'm seeing the same message. And what you said.
One thing that I'm sorry, because I'm gonna just replay both clips and I'm gonna just let them play all way because I just see some new people coming in. I do not feel like Alana. I understand what she's trying to do, but I don't feel like it gives you the right to be a bitch to people. Like Alana, you know what a bitch is. You know exactly what it is. I don't feel like anybody needs to explain that to you. So I feel like you feeling like it's tough love. It doesn't come off that way. Like you come off really bitchy. You know, you come off really like I know it all, like whatnot. And you're already talking to adults, a lot of people that are already set in their ways. So I don't think that that's a good approach. You know, let me make you super defensive to where when it's time for me to get a question, when it's time for you to answer one of my questions, you're already annoyed, frustrated, and a little bit angry with me because I'm being rude within that moment in time. So with Lisa, you can see her body language is shifting. She's like, well, you know, like, because you don't have to talk to people like that, Alana. I really don't get it. I can understand when somebody's being disrespectful within that moment. Like I would get that. But Lisa wasn't being disrespectful. She was just like, you may not have liked her answer, but it doesn't give you the right to like try to like combat her. You know, within that moment, you're not gonna get anywhere, you know, like by doing that. That's why I said I would never go to somebody like Alana. Bitch, you can't fix a part of my motherfucking life. Oh no, girl, because we'll fuck around, fuck you up. We'll fuck around, fuck up these bodyguards, all of this shit, girl. My family don't play. So you're not about to sit there and my mother is a God-fearing woman, my aunts are too, but they're not about to just let somebody just talk to them any type of way. And not everybody has that restraint, to have something verbal come at them and they not physically retaliate. Not everybody has that strength. So I feel like you really should watch your tone. Like when it comes to people, if somebody slapped you, I wouldn't necessarily blame them, but two wrongs don't make a right. So girl, you need to chill, because not everybody gonna sit there and just let you come at them like that. So hair flip. Now I don't necessarily care for Diamond.
Aware of what you just did.
Okay, so I think, shout out to Stephanie Morris for becoming a member. I think that I love you too. I think that, okay, because I want to keep it plain and simple. Lisa, you are wrong within this moment by not acknowledging the fact that your daughter felt as if you threw her away. And you aren't acknowledging that. So if you're not acknowledging the fact to where you're considering her feelings and what she went through and the choice that you decided for her as she was growing up, when it sounds like she feels that you are already not really present, enough in her life with, the acting and, and all of that, there's a lot that comes with that lifestyle. And she feels as if she was forgotten about, so whatever she was doing acting outwise, it was more so because of your presence, the lack of presence. Everybody, especially when you love your parent and your parent is a good parent, you want them around. Like you want them to see, as much as they can see, even if it's just something simple, to them, it's simple to them, to you is big to them, so I feel like you weren't acknowledging the fact that your daughter was missing you. Like that was the root of whatever she was going through in that time frame of her life, is that she wanted you present. Like I miss my mom, like that is how I felt like she was feeling. So if there was any acting out or she was giving somebody trouble that was looking after her, it was because she missed you. Like she just wanted you around. And what's so bad about that? To fix the problem, you have to be around it. And if you aren't around while there are problems, they turn into issues. So by the time you get back, your daughter has issues with you now. They're no longer problems. As a child, you have the time to mold, but as that kid starts to grow, they're going to start to pay attention to their surroundings. And if you're not in those surroundings, they're going to have, less respect for you. And there are a lot of parents that feel like, because I financially took care of you, or I made sure that you were in a situation to where you were going to be okay and have a good outcome, it's not the same as that outcome being you. You are the reasons why I am what I am, not who you dropped me off to. It's a difference, Ebony. Like that's some Ebony shit. I thought you was Diamond. Diamond took care of her kid in the movie, girl. So I mean, like, girl, was Teal. So you were wrong within that moment, not acknowledging the fact that your daughter was hurting in that moment, especially with you shipping her off. With you sending her off, it's like I don't want to deal with you. It's I don't have time for you. And you already didn't, with you being gone and all that. So you already didn't. So it's like, you already not in my life. And then as soon as, something happens to where it's like necessarily a negative, you want to just ship me away. You want to just give me away to somebody else once again, just dropping me off on another doorstep. It's like, that's not fair to her. And for you to overlook it because you felt like you financially made sure that she was stable and it was around people physically that would make sure she was okay, it's still not okay. So you don't get to hop over that because, well, I did what I needed to do as a parent. No, you didn't. Because if you did, she wouldn't feel how she feel. Like, so acknowledge that. Acknowledge how she feels so that you can move on from it. You can apologize for something that, it's like a person doing multiple things to you and they just walk up to you and say, I'm sorry. Are you not going to want to know why? Are you not going to want to know why? If somebody just walks up to you and says that has done multiple things wrong to you, or has made you feel, just horrible about yourself or forgotten or, anything, and they're an important factor in your life and they just walk up to you and say, I'm sorry, that isn't enough. I need to know what you're sorry for. I need to know why you're sorry for it. And I need to know where do we go from here. So you can't just walk up to somebody, especially as a parent, and just dry say, I'm sorry. As parents, there is a lot we take our kids through that we don't pay attention to. Our mind is on success. Our mind is on money. Our mind is on making sure, that they're okay. But in that process, we are taking them through things. So if they're going through something, whether it's puberty or just whatever, it is important to be around because you are all they know. So when you hand that responsibility off to somebody else, it still creates a void because there's no feeling toward you because you're not present. So now anytime they go through something in life, especially if it's bad, they're going to feel like if you were present, the outcome may have been different. So that's why it's important to be around so that child especially can see that they are who they are because of them. There's no excuses. There's no excuses. I was there for you. I was this, I was that. When you can pinpoint those things, their mind can go back to it. But if you are not there, they can't do that. There's nothing to excuse it in their brain. Besides the fact that you gave birth to me, you got me to a certain point, and you pretty much handed me off to the next person. You know, that feeling, it's a void because all of your moments, everything that you remember doing, you're not present, Lisa. You're not there. So when anything she's going through, you're not present. So she feels alone, and she shouldn't feel alone when she has you, you know, and not just you, her father too. So, you know, the blame isn't just on you. It's not. But it seems as if she loves you more, you know, for some reason. It's like your daughter, like, it's like for some reason she loves you more. You've been there more. You've been more present, you know. So it's like that's just how it seems to where she is with the situation. So I don't feel like it's right for you to feel like because I every time something bad happens, I have to, or whenever something I have to run to it. Yes, Lisa. Yes. Somebody call me right now about one of my children. I'm ending this motherfucking shit. I'm ending this life. Bye. Like, I gotta go. If I'm on set somewhere or some shit because I'm in a movie, somebody call me about one of my children. Bye. I gotta go. I don't go fuck if it's a 12-hour flight, whatever. I'm getting to my shorty because they need to be comforted and they need to know that I care. You can only care so much over the phone. You can only care so much over the phone. Your kid's scared, they're hurt or some shit, broke a leg or arm or some shit. They're going to need to see the people that they care about. They're going to need to see the people that they love because it's a different type of comfort. You tried it. So that's what Alana should have been pointing at. That's what she should have been digging at, not digging at Lisa. This ain't the time or place for that, Alana. This is why I don't watch her. This is why I don't watch her because she's a fraud to me. Girl, you ain't fixing shit. You're disrupting a lot of people's lives with your old ass.
Asking a question, and I'm asking you one.
My fault. Now listen to her saying that I wasn't really listening to Lisa. She's telling you you were working longer hours. You weren't present. So it's hard to respect a stranger. It's hard to respect somebody that just hops in and out of your life. It's hard to respect that, especially as a growing kid, a teenager. Like you're going to rebel, like everybody does. Lisa, you rebel. Cut it out, girl. You rebelled. You did all type of shit when you was growing up, girl. The apple never falls too far. So it's like you tried it. She's telling you, you weren't there. Like, this is why I wasn't really listening to you and stuff like that, because you wasn't present. Like, how am I basically listening to a stranger? You know, so it's a little different. So for you to send her off just because she's not listening to you, this is what she's saying. I don't see what was so bad to where you felt that I needed to go away. It was in their daughter, your daughter, and yes, you're supposed to be there for her, especially when she's growing up. Any fucking time she needs you. Even if it's a false alarm, so you only get one. Because these be the same people that if something happened to one of their kids, they act so devastated. You weren't even close to your kid. What you crying for? The relationship is the same. It was basically non-existent. So it's just like, what do you mean? Yeah, you're supposed to stop, drop, and roll for your kid. It's like a fucking fire. No, not for everyone, Lisa. You're right. It shouldn't be for everyone, but your daughter, absolutely. You drop everything. Weird.
Are you in your life?
And I agree that Lisa's mother did treat her that way. But here's the problem. It's not an excuse. It does not excuse you, okay? I don't have the best father. I don't. He wasn't really necessarily present. It's not the reason to why I'm there for my kids. I'm there for my kids because I'm supposed to be. That is my job. So anything that happens to them, is my fault just as much as it is their mother's. It's not just her fault when my kids make mistakes. It's my fault too, especially not being present. So it's not an excuse. If anything, you have more of a warning in life and how you shouldn't treat people based off of how your parent treated you. So if your parent wasn't there for you or necessarily didn't care too much about you, how you felt on the inside by that, you should never want somebody else to feel that way. So you know firsthand and what not to do. What to do is already hard because there's no manual to being a parent. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. It's how you recover from those mistakes and what matters, and how you get to further relationships and how you fix it. You know, not that it happened. Okay, there's a lot of things that happen that we can't control. You know, when a woman dates a man that necessarily wasn't the best for her and takes her through things, okay, that's something she had to learn. But if she continuously does and it continuously takes that child through it, this is now your fault. If your child turns out to feel that this is how people express love by abuse and things like that, yeah, that's your fault now, you know, because of something because you know better, you know, so it's a little different. So I don't feel that it excuses Lisa to abandon her child mentally, physically, because it was done to her. That's an excuse. You already know what not to do. You do. So by you deliberately doing those things, it makes it deliberate, because a lot of people do things subconsciously. You know, it's just, I didn't necessarily know you were going through that at that point in time. I wish you would have told me, you know, so we could have, you know, worked it out, you know, type of situation. But no, you know, so I mean, it's a little different. So I feel like Lisa is very narcissistic and she overlooks her daughter's pain because she feels like her daughter was raised or brought up a certain way. And that's not cool, because I feel like a lot of parents do that. You know, there are a lot of mothers that work very hard. You know, they work 9-to-5 jobs. Sometimes they work in 12-hour shifts, you know, and all of that shit. And they feel like because they keep a roof over their kid's head, they keep all the bills paid, they keep them clean and keep them in certain clothes, that's enough. And it's not. It's not enough. It's not. That's why being a parent is so hard, because there's a lot it entails. You are molding another human being, and that requires a lot. It shouldn't be easy being a parent. No, it's hard. So, I mean, I just don't respect Lisa for that. And I wish she would sit back and actually listen to her daughter. Not Alana. Listen to your daughter. Listen to her and go from there. Not what this old woman saying. A 1942 born ass saying. Okay, moving on. What's next? Cardi husband said, thank the Migos, we changed the game. Moving right the fuck along. You lucky you married to Cardi. Yeah, move right along. So look at this. This is gross. This little boy is so cute. Oh my God, he's handsome little guy. This is gross. And this mama ought to be ashamed of herself. I found this gross. I don't know about other people, but I'm like, this is gross. This little boy should not be sitting here knowing every single word to NBA YoungBoy, somebody who has been suicidal in songs, talk about all type of drug use and drinking and all of that. Like, there's no, and this is what they're setting him up for. Like, this isn't what you should want for your kid as a future for your kid. Like, it really isn't. And somebody this young should not know all of his music. He should be having no NBA party. Like, that's adult context. Like, he don't know. This is what's wrong with America right here. This is why people get to say that music and shit is raising people kids, and videos and all of that is raising them, because you just let them sit in front of fucking tablets and shit and listen to this type of stuff all day. I just don't agree with this. To me, it's very, very ghetto. It's very ghetto. So whoever thought that this was cute, it's not. And his mom should be ashamed of herself, and his dad. They should be ashamed of themselves. He is too young for all of this. Because to me, I already feel like I know what he's looking forward to, what he want to be. And these type of kids feel like fuck school, you know, all that type of stuff. So I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think there was anything cute about this. I think NBA is a horrible influence. Horrible influence. Just even everything about him personally what he done went through with his kids' mothers. I mean, allegedly passing around STDs, STIs, all of that. I just would not want my kid looking up to him. I mean, an adult, it is a free for all, but a child feeling this way about what he represents, no bueno. So yeah, I feel sorry for him, poor guy. Hopefully they can find him a better influence, because this is not where it's at. It's not where it's at. It really isn't. Moving right along. So Marlo says Candy told her that Portia did sleep with a stripper, Bolo, all night. So now I haven't watched Real Housewives of Atlanta because I find it boring, but I do love Drew Sidora. I'm glad she's on the show. Who cares if Portia slept with a stripper? I don't believe you, Portia. I'm sorry. I love you, Portia. I do. I think you're beautiful. You're wonderful, but I don't believe you, girl. I don't believe you. I don't. I'm sorry. Too many people done already said this. And where there's smoke, there's fire. Dennis been cheating on you since y'all got together. The hot dog man. He been cheating on you with his bald head ass since y'all got together. So I mean, that's fine. I mean, you literally got with him while he was in another relationship you just didn't know yet. Hair flip. So girl, do your thing, Portia. I think you deserve some good D from somebody with a nice body, because Dennis ain't got one. So his potato shaped ass. Girl, good for you, girl. The bratwurst man has done a lot, girl. He done been taking out bratwurst and hot dog all over motherfucking town, girl. So you deserve to be able to do the same shit. So girl, I don't find nothing wrong with it. I mean, he was cute, nice body and everything, girl. Get it in. Get it in. Harass. So I mean, girl, do your thing, girl. Dennis been taking that motherfucking corn dog with his pudgy ass. He big in here with them fucking glasses. He been running around, shaped like a dirty laundry basket with clothes under the hamper. Girl, going around doing what he been doing, girl, with that distinctive nose. I'ma just say distinctive. With that distinctive nose, going around dropping off that motherfucking sausage link, that Italian sausage, also all of the women's of Atlanta. So girl, you deserve it, girl. You should have recorded that shit and texted to him, sent it to him on Snapchat, sucking that nigga dick, talk about him, and put in the caption underneath, said, I think we need to see other people. Girl, you should have wrote that under there. Like, I think it's time for us to see it, or I want to see other people. And you should have been like, going to town, bitch. Like, he deserved all of that shit. He deserved it. Shit, girl. Like, if you're going to keep a nigga after a nigga cheat on you, cheat back. You have to. You got to cheat back. You have to. They have to know what you went through. They do, because sometimes they be taking that shit for granted. And then when they be coming around, they be trying to be too happy with you, trying to buy your shit, treat you like a queen and shit they should have been doing before they fucked another bitch. And now all of a sudden they want to do all that bullshit. And it's just like, no, nigga. Yep, you're going to take me out to eat, and then I'm going to go have dessert with another nigga. And I'm going to let him fuck, and I'm going to come back and ride your fucking face. Yeah, I'm going to let you eat that nigga, okay? Yeah, because I don't know if I sucked that bitch. I don't know what I did. I don't know what the fuck I did because you're nasty. So So I'm going to go get some dick, and then I'm going to come back and put it on your face. So, sure is. And I'm not washing up. I'm not taking a whole bath or nothing. Fuck it. Shit, a little bit of perfume, bitch. That's about it. Shit, that is about it. So Portia is fine. Like, girl, cool. I mean, don't worry about it. He was old, that bitch. Portia, you're fine, girl. And Marlo, shut your old ass up. You always got something to say, girl, with that updated plastic surgery, bitch. Like, girl, shut up. You always run around talking about somebody. Where them white men at, bitch? You been mighty quiet. You keep bringing up them nephews and shit. Girl, them ain't your churn. Them ain't your churn. Girl. Oh my God. No, Marla ain't got that bitch got an apple. They not giving her no peach for what? She ain't getting no ex-prostitute getting no motherfucking peach. Like, no. Can't go around being a whore and expect to get no peach. And you tried it. You fucking tried it. So you got to at least been married once. Shit, her engaged ass. Girl, bye. Always run around talking about somebody. Old ass. Go sit the fuck down, 50-year-old. Like, girl, you too old for this shit. Ugh. Girl, I cannot. Shout out to my boo S. Gordon. I love that you don't spend 45 years on one topic when you have so many to cover. So absolutely, you are the real deal. You deserve many more steps of recognition. Hair flip. Thank you, Escort and Bill. Oh my God, I love you. Y'all try to keep it going, girl. I tell you, we almost an hour in, girl. I gotta keep this shit going. And did nobody tell Lisa beige ass? She always trying to take up remind me to cuss her out. Now let's get to Doja Elf, this bitch. She says a new stage name, Doja, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce. No, first of all of you, your new stage name needs to be a nigga. That's what it need to be. Nah. Avril a nigga. Since you like the word so much. Your new name, Doja Elf, should be Avril a nigga. Bitch, you tried it. Yeah, you want a new name, ho? We got one. Doja la nigga. You tried it. Nah. We got you, girl. Yeah, because you could keep Beyonce out your mouth, bitch. You could keep that out your mouth, you racist hoe. So, yeah. Doja la nigga. Yeah, or Avril, because that's your real, because yeah, you like white people. I'm trying to act like you like black girls. Cut it out. Cut it out. Avril and nigga. How about that? Weird ass bitch. Like, yeah, you want to be renamed? You racist beige hoe? Not a problem. Avril and nigga the Perry. Cyrus. Oh. Fuck wrong with you, beige bitch. Yeah, don't try to hang with us. Don't do that. Stay racist, ho. Don't change, pony boy. So, this big here, the rapist, allegedly, Harvey Weinstein said he going blind, good. And they say he losing teeth in jail. The lawyer says he's lost, I believe, 4 at this point. So, nah. I mean, I don't really know what else to say besides nah. He probably missed the teeth because they knocking him out of there. Him up in there giving good head. They knocking them the fuck out. Them big old mandigos that's up in there. Fucking skull fucking the shit out your ass, ain't that? And I bet you regret taking tampons out and making girls take tampons out they self and putting it in their mouth and all of that shit for your weird ass. That's what you get, biggin. That's what you get. We ain't give you no motherfucking sympathy. I hope they skull fucking the shit out your ass. Fuck wrong with you. I hope the reason why you gained all that weight, I hope all of that is sperm. Fuck wrong with you. Oh, well, you shouldn't have did what you did to all those goddamn women, destroying their fucking lives and careers, all because you're gross. So, yeah, hair flip. That's what your ass get. I hope you lose all of them, bitch, front to the motherfucking back. And you deserve to be blind, so you can't go around rapping a motherfucker about it. I'm a hoe. You deserve not to see shit. I hope they is in there pouring bleach and pine sol and shit in your motherfucking eyes. Nah. Fuck wrong with you. I hope you can barely even sit down because they fucking that ass so good. All of them just passing your big ass around. Fucker. So yeah, nah. I hope you lose them all, bitch. Nah. So he going blind good. Nah, that's what he get. You don't deserve to see nothing else in the fucking world. Yeah, moving right along from that white man. So look at Tour from the Nola baby. Look at this bitch. And my tattoos, let her well wine because see my baby dad and I have Reginate Lonely Carter and I'm Tour from the Nola baby. Girl, you should have known this was gonna be whack. Look who you in the video with. Legs to the moon. Make a nigga wanna marry me. Are you kidding me? Are you in the video with the Molly the maid? The girl that got that set of clothes? Girl, no, she sell clothes. Oh, like yeah, she's not an artist. Rashida was never that. I'm Rashida Shawty from the A. And I don't care what a nigga gotta say. I would Kirk Frost, like, that she was whack as fuck. I hang with Shawty low. I'm a Sheeta from the A. Like, are you trash, girl? Rashida, you been trash, girl. Pretty girl, but girl, trash. And then you brought Tour from the new La Baby. Girl, hell no, this shit ain't new. This shit ain't motherfucking new. Nah, this bullshit ain't. No. This is Tour from the new La Baby. And hair flip. She thought she was cute. She tried to. My name is Rashida Charlotte Lowe from the A. So yeah, trash. All around the board. Both of y'all, please stay away from front of fucking microphones. Thank you. So both of y'all cute in here. Tour from the no La Baby. Girl, you are getting so, girl. That's one thing I gotta say about you, girl. You was ghetto fabulous, bitch. Tour is one ghetto girl. Girl, you ghetto. Your kids' names is ghetto. Regine, girl. Stop. Rainbow. Girl, you ghetto, girl. This a fabuloso in the pot type of bitch. So shout out to Tour from the new La Baby. So y'all know I like Tour. Y'all know I be I know she don't like me. Oh well. I know Resume don't like me. Oh well. So moving right along from this whack ass shit. Thanks, but no thanks. So Quando Rondo. So he's interviewed by Angela Lee Big Face Ass, and let's listen to it. Girl, Angela, you looking old, so.
And you was in the parking lot. What led up to you even being in the parking lot? I know you were sleeping in the car.
Man, this shit so crazy. Like, man, for my understanding, like, not trying to. I don't want nobody to think I'm chasing clout, bringing their name up and stuff. But
then I feel like you should have just shut up. Yeah, I'm not about to listen to all of this. I feel like Quando should have just shut up. I don't feel like we need to hear about this. I don't. I really don't feel like his opinion on anything that happened matters. You had nothing to do with his death besides the fact of what we saw on camera and whatnot. Let it go. Let it go. Leave that boy alone. He is dead and gone. There are still people grieving him and whatnot. Like, so I just don't feel like why they keep, everybody feels like they need to tell their side of the story. We save it for a book or, something like that. I wouldn't even mind reading it. Like if he wrote it in a book or something, I would read that. I would read his experience. But I just don't feel like this was necessary. I feel like leave it alone. And it also brings up a lot of, this is all gang. A lot of this is gang related, and things like that, and to that nature. So I just feel like leave it alone. Let's not start old fires. You've been safe, and whatnot. You're still alive. You're breathing. Keep it at that. Don't leave this shit alone. Let it go. Let it go. That's just how I feel. So I won't be covering that. I just feel like let Von, he's gone. Let it go. I don't mind him talking about it, but it's just like in this way with Quando, I don't feel like he needs to be necessarily talking about it. I feel like other people that want to come forward, whatever. But him, especially when so many people feel so differently like about him for it, I feel like he should just leave it be. Just because people already feel a certain type of way about him, when it comes to that situation. So it's kind of like an enemy, or the reason the person is passed, is speaking on it. Like you, the reason he did is how a lot of people feel. And it's like, now you're coming forth to let everybody know it wasn't because of me. Although the whole world has seen that camera footage, and whatnot. And it does seem as if you did, So I just feel like leave it alone. Just, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Yeah, so moving right along. All right, Funk Flex, Cardi B.
I do think Cardi B's a terrible rapper. It's just do, man. Sometimes I just want to tell you, I do, man.
You let it weight off your shoulders just
Yes, like just please, man.
Showtime Boulevard, love you.
Respectfully. She's an amazing entertainer. I love her on social media. I love the way she talks about a subject. I like her whole swag. I like everything. She's a terrible rapper, man.
Oh, when you say that, you mean the bars are just because she's not writing it, or is it just?
I think the bars be alright though. Because if somebody wrote it, those aren't good bars. So somebody sold you bad bars. There's nobody gonna say it.
Nobody gonna say it. You got it. You the only one that gonna say shit like this, Flex. You the only one, baby.
Right, man.
Hold on.
Say this with love.
Yeah, with love. It's all love on this show.
I do think Cardi B's a terrible rapper. I just do, man. I know sometimes I just want to tell you. I do, man.
You let it weight off your shoulders just
yes. Yes, I just please, man. And but I think she's
respectfully.
She's an amazing entertainer. I love her on social media.
Okay, how is she an amazing entertainer if you think her rap is whack? Flex, you're fake ass nigga. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I don't understand. How is she an amazing entertainer if you think her music is whack? When she's on social media, she's on social media. You know, she's not entertaining on social media. She's entertaining in her music and her performances, you know, things in that nature. So I don't understand how you're going to say that she's a trash rapper, yet I love her performances. I love her as an entertainer. What? I would have preferred you say I love how, you know, entrepreneurial she is and, you know, things of that nature. You know, she's a business, you know, a great businesswoman. She's business savvy. Because that new song that just dropped with Cardi is hot. I think she's a feature in it. Dope. Lit. I was like, okay, Cardi. Like that alone made me very excited for whatever she's coming forward with album-wise. This new song that just dropped. I wanted to play it, but I think it's gonna like copyright it. But I just wanted to play her verse just because it's lit. Like she is lit. I was like, oh, okay, Cardi. Like I was like, okay. I was like, wow, you know, like very excited, you know, to hear that type of flow coming from her. So I'm excited to see what Cardi has to bring to the table, especially with this new album. But I just feel like this was very whack of him. He's done this to a lot of rappers. I know he has some type of project coming. So with this project that he has coming, you know, maybe he's just trying to get Barty Gang. Because next, maybe he'll say something about Nicki, you know, to piss people off, you know. So who knows? But Flex doesn't matter. I mean, and neither does his opinion. I mean, if so, why you on podcasts and shit? Like, I thought you were that nigga. So, pick a team, Flex, and stay on it. So, yeah, if I was Cardi, I would not worry about this bullshit. Fuck Flex. Fuck him. Moving right along. I just don't feel like, you know, yeah, she does have a show, but I don't feel like that's what he meant. Because I don't feel like he watched that show. He said her on social media. You know, like, I just feel like he's fake. Like, that was a fake ass comment. You know, how you gonna say she's a whack rapper, but you think she's a great entertainer? That doesn't make sense. When she's entertaining the majority of the time, it's with her music. So if you think her music is trash, then her performing all the places she just got done performing the Grammys and other places, then wouldn't you feel like that was trash? Because she was, you know, playing that trash music of hers. It's like you literally put your foot in your mouth. You know, you're trying to save yourself because you knew what you were saying was wrong. You know, you spent plenty of Cardi's records, you know, and all of that. So you're trash for that shit. Like you're trash. So I mean, so shout out to Funk Flex for being a whack ass nigga. Yeah, because that's whack. Very attention seeking, if you ask me. So moving along. Moving right along. So if you guys hadn't noticed, Major Girl is not following Shekinah anymore. So Tiny is not following her now. When this first broke, I told y'all that what Shekinah had said. I'm like, this is not helping your friends, how? Like, this is making matters worse with you coming forward, stating this information that basically, you know, yeah, most of these people are telling the truth, but all of these people wanted it and all of the shit. Like, girl, no. As a friend, you should have just shut the fuck up. You should just mind the business I was paying you, because that wasn't. You were trying to get paid off the clout and, you know, all of that. So Shekinah has been very quiet. But Tamika, I don't know if her lawyers or T.I. told her to stop talking to Shekinah and break all ties, but she definitely did. Like, she's broken all ties to Shekinah. You haven't seen Tiny say anything supporting Shekinah, tagging her, vice versa. They haven't commented underneath any of each other's social media, underneath each other's pictures. Shekinah used to always comment underneath. Yep, I'm nosy. Shekinah used to always comment underneath this Eris, because she got her own like YouTube and social media or pages like Instagram, all of that. She used to comment underneath all of her pictures, so she ain't been commenting underneath nothing. And she ain't been liking nothing or none of that shit. So hair flip. So I was just like, ooh wee, because I'm like, well, maybe they just not following each other on Instagram. No, they're not following. I don't know if it was Tiny, but Tiny not following Shekinah for sure on any platform, on nothing, on no social media. She ain't fucking with her at all. So I definitely think it has everything to do with this case, and I think that Shekinah put her foot in her mouth, and she is being sued, and I think that she will be called to testify if needed. I do. I think she will be called. She will be called to testify. I think that's another reason why Shekinah has been very quiet, because she's already said enough, and all of this shit is usable in court, is admissible in court. So she can use all this shit in court. They can all of this, all the people that's going against Tiny, Sabrina, all of them, they can use this shit in court against her. Especially with Shekinah said, because Sabrina has a lawsuit on Shekinah as well. She's suing her. So it's all bad for Shekinah. It's all bad for her. That's why Shekinah came forward with them big ass crocodile tears on that doughy face girl with no neck, and was sitting there apologizing to Sabrina, because she knew that she fucked up. Oh, I messed up. I didn't know it was going to get this deep. She just thought it was going to be a bunch of hearsay and then, you know, it just go away. You know, type of situation, but then it got bigger and bigger, even to the point to where it got brought into court. So now this is big, and Shekinah is all over that motherfucking paperwork. So Shekinah, girl, it's hair flip. It's been one. So yeah, they are not cool. They are not. I'm sure Tiny is pissed at Shekinah. I said that from jump though. I'm like, yeah, if I was her, I'd be pissed. Like real mad, because girl, you was just like, you was helping them get the girls and all the basically saying that you were like a madam for them and all. This isn't helping, girl. And you real close to them. So I'm like, girl, you had a whole reality show with them and all of that shit. Girl, you should shut up. Like if I was you. And boom, all of this shit, I should be sued. And I'm telling you, they're gonna have her testify. That Sabrina especially. She's gonna have to kind of testify, be like, yeah, I did recruit women for them as well, or in some type of way. She's gonna have Shekinah. That's what her ass get. So now she's gonna be used against the Harrises rather than, you know, allied with them. So yeah, her bad. Maybe she'll shut up next time. Maybe she will shut up next time. Now let's get into DAUNTE. Last topic, y'all, and we're gonna get on up out of here. So Officer Kim Potter, who fatally shot DAUNTE Wright, resigns from Brooklyn Center Police Department. Okay. So if you guys don't know what happened with DAUNTE, he was a 20-year-old and he got stopped at a traffic light, I believe, in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. He had a warrant. It was a misdemeanor. Nothing major. Well, but when you have a warrant, you have a warrant. You know, when you got to go to jail, you got to go to jail. You know, it is what it is. So during that, he was shot. Now, the body cam footage has been out, and since he was shot, not only was he shot, he got back into the vehicle after he was shot, and he got into a car accident a few blocks, eight or nine blocks down the street, and he got into the car accident because he passed away, because he was pronounced dead on the scene. So okay, I have levels in how I feel about this. I saw the body cam video. I watched it multiple times. Okay. From what I saw, this was technically an accident. It was. From what I saw. I do not believe that she deliberately shot him. I don't. I do feel like it could have been like one of those Fruitvale Station type of moments, because the tasers that police have now are a lot like guns. So like made, like how they're made wise. So I just feel like that's something that they should change immediately. Just go back to the fucking, I mean, because this can't keep being the excuse, you know, into why y'all are shooting people, shooting unarmed innocent people. So we gotta do police immediately. Y'all gotta do something about that shit. Go back to the what they used to call them, the Batman tasers or something like that, because that's not an excuse. Like, it's not an excuse for killing him. There are people that make mistakes all the time, and they are consequences for every decision that is made. So with her even accidentally fatally shooting this man, oh well. We don't. I don't care that it was an accident. I don't care. I do feel that you should be apprehended. There are plenty of people right now in fucking prison because they did something accidentally. Yeah, plenty of people. There's been plenty of people that have got into fights and hit somebody and they accidentally die. Meaning, like, it wasn't I wasn't hitting you in your head for you to die or hitting you in your face for you to die, but you did. You know. So and there's consequences for that. There absolutely is. So I feel that there should be consequences for you as well. I don't give a damn if it was an accident. So what? That's not enough for a family to be grieving because you made a oopsie on a job and you're a fucking veteran. So if anybody should know the distinctive difference between a taser and a gun, it should be you as a 20-year fucking veteran. Okay? So if you don't know the difference, how with the rookies? How with the rookies? So that means that this is something that is going to continue. Y'all not about to keep Fruitvale stationing people. Y'all not about to keep doing that. So y'all need to change that immediately. One thing that I also noticed that didn't take them a long time, like a Derek Chauvin situation or anything like that, to apprehend her. They apprehended her pretty soon and put charges on her right away. And we should appreciate that. You know, we should be glad. Like, we shouldn't have to go out there and riot and all of this shit just to get them to do something that they should just do. Because that's what I didn't understand with Derek. Why did it take all of that to happen for y'all to bring up charges that you should have just fucking brought up on him? You know, you should have just brought him up immediately, just like with her. Bring charges up on her. Oh, well, it was an accident. So what? It doesn't matter. Oh, well. Oh, well. Would you think that's going to comfort that family by you saying, well, it was an accident. It wasn't on purpose. You know, he shouldn't have been trying to, run. He shouldn't have been trying to, resist arrest. He shouldn't have been trying to do those things. And I wouldn't have shot him. Yeah, no. No, there was nothing within that moment to where you needed to shoot him. There wasn't. Even with him getting inside of the vehicle, you shouldn't even never let him get back in. Apprehend him. Get him. Get him. Like, there's no reason for you to be pulling weapons or tasers or anything within this moment. He's not trying to fight you. He's not being overly aggressive. He's not reaching for weapons. He's not doing any of that. So there's no reason for guns to be placed upon him. This is what I say about white people especially. They need to stop putting these officers on streets and shit that are scared of black people or people of color. Because this is her reaction was her reaction of somebody in fear. You are a cop. You are a fucking cop with a hip worth of shit that could end me. You are a cop. What the fuck you scared of? You shot him out of fear. That's why you shot him. Cut it out. You know, I gotta stop excusing this shit. Gotta stop putting white officers in areas of people that they fucking fear. She was afraid of him. She feared him for what? What's the fear? You ain't scared of when you pulling over white people and shit, you ain't scared of them. You ain't accidentally shooting and tasing them because you're not scared of them. You feel like you can talk to them or come to some type of understanding. But when it comes to people that don't look like y'all, then all of a sudden you're afraid. This is why this shit keep happening, because y'all scared of us. You fear us because you wouldn't have shot this boy. It shouldn't have got to the point of a taser or anything like that. That taser, all of that shit. If anything, your gun on your hip, take them cuffs out and try to arrest him. It shouldn't have got to the point of him jumping back in our car doing shit. You should have made sure the vehicle was off, all of that shit, especially if he had a warrant. Arrest him immediately. Who cares if he's being unruly? People be really unruly all the time. Mace his ass and put some cuffs on him. Since he want to sit out here resisting and all this shit anyway. Mace his motherfucking ass and cuff him. Read him his Mirandas when his ass on the ground. fuck wrong with you? All of this didn't have to happen. It could have been avoided, girl. Yeah, and the avoidance could have been you not being afraid of him, because that's what it was. They keep putting these cops in areas of people they fear. Stop doing that. Because this is why all these innocent people of color especially keep getting killed. Because y'all keep putting these motherfuckers that fear us in areas to protect. How are you going to protect something you fear? How am I going to protect a bear if I'm afraid of them? How am I going to protect a gorilla if I'm afraid of it? How am I going to protect a dog that's trying to bite me or barking at me? That's not protection. It's weird. This is why I say as black people, let black people police our own fucking people. I done been in Brooklyn Center, even lived in that area, and the majority of the police there are white. You will rarely ever see a black cop. It is rare. There's a few women cops and like maybe one or two black ones, and that's just in a whole fucking county. But you keep putting these people from the suburbs in certain areas that have a little bit of poverty in them, not much, because it's not like Brooklyn Center and that place is like, it's not a big ass ghetto or anything like that. It's a decent area. It is. Every area has rough areas. Even suburbs, they have rough areas. So, I mean, so the accident to me would have been more so of you may have encountered and had the wrong weapon, but the intention was deliberate. That's how I look at it. The intention was deliberate, because if the intention wasn't deliberate, then you would have never shot. And then why I also don't feel that she deliberately was trying to shoot him, because she only shot him one time and she stated it immediately. So if it wasn't an accident, why does she keep firing? Because with a taser, you pull it once. So that's the only reason I low-key will believe that it was possibly an accident, possibly, you know, that she could have done that, you know, but out of fear, you shouldn't be. What are you afraid of? If you weren't afraid, this wouldn't have happened. If you weren't in fear. So no, and that's fine. You can disagree, but if you're going to disagree, you got to be able to prove that it was deliberate. I can't prove that was deliberate. I have nothing. I watched the video multiple times, and she did not shoot him 2-3 times. So I mean, like, now she would have, because once you hear the gun pop, that's it. Especially if it's on accident, it shouldn't happen again. It shouldn't be pop, 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 pop. Because with a taser, it's one button type of move. You know, it's not something that you have to keep pushing and no. If anything, you take the taser and put the taser completely onto them, but it's not something that you keep having to, no. It's just one shot, you know, and then it. So now she would have kept shooting. If she would have shot him more than one time, then I'm like, no, that's definitely deliberate. Because when you hear the first gunshot, what would you shoot him again for? You hear gunshot, tasers don't make gunshots. Gunshots are loud. So like, why would you continuously shoot him if you were trying to tase him? So to me, that, because that's exactly what her lawyer is going to use. So because I can tell you that now. I can tell you that now. That is what her lawyer is going to say. Because if she deliberately was shooting him, it would have been more than one shot. Why is it just one shot if she was deliberately trying to shoot him? That doesn't make sense. Like, so that's going to be the fight. You know, like when it comes to court, deliberate versus, you know, depending on her charge. That's why she's been charged with manslaughter, you know, instead of murder. You know, manslaughter is more so something that was an accident versus murder is deliberate, premeditated, depending on which one they give you. You know, was it accidental or not? You know, so that's the thing. So that is what I would be questioning, you know, like, as because it was only one shot. You know, he pulled off pretty quickly, you know, after that shot. And she said, oh my God, so I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe, you know, I have no idea. I can't say if it was deliberate or not. I can't say that. I can't be the judge of that. You know, I'm not one of those people that are going to mirror every situation. No, everything that happened to George Floyd was completely unnecessary. That man did not have to die, especially in that manner. You literally sitting there with your hands in your pockets comfortably while doing this to this man. None of that had to happen. I don't feel that George was bringing that upon himself. But when you have a warrant and they are telling you that you have a warrant, just get arrested. And I feel like a lot of parents need to preach that to their fucking kids. I tell my kids all the time, I would rather you come home than you die because you feel so right within that moment to where you will be combative with these motherfuckers and they take you away from me. I don't want them to take you from me. So I would rather you just let the process happen. Let it happen. Even if it's not you, even if they have a mistaken identity, I would rather be upset hooping and hollering at a motherfucking precinct than at a funeral home doing it. So it's something that you need to express to your children. Yes, I have kids. You must be new. I have kids. 3 of them. To be 4. To be my fault. 1 adopted and 3 biological. So but I would rather my kids come home to me, you know. I don't want them out there, you know, combating these people because they do have the right to, I mean, they have the right, the artillery, everything to end you. And I don't want to give them that power to where they can take you away from me. You know, so I would rather be at the, just listen to them. Please don't give them no lip. I understand, you know, some of them be assholes. And I know you really want to get your point across, but it's not worth your life. I would rather you swallow your pride within that moment and you and I deal with this later. And when I say later, I mean immediately. Like when the fuck I see you, you and I deal with this and your father be there and able to protect you as much as I can and try to do it as legal as possible so your voice can be heard so that you don't feel like you got punked or sunned or any of that shit. Like, oh well, I would rather take care of it like that than be burying you, than you not be able to live a full life because of an incident that could have been avoided. This is the same situation. This could have been avoided, Dante. God rest your soul. But this could have been avoided if you would have just complied. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's his fault, but you at some point in time within this situation, both parties have to take accountability. You had a warrant. They had a right to arrest you. They weren't wrong. They were right. You're not exempt. You get a warrant, you get fucking arrested. That's what the fuck. Why he get to get away with it, but we don't? Like, yeah, no. If I had a warrant, I don't get to just leave. Okay, take me to jail. I'm alive. So this isn't anything to preach to your kid. Like, let them know both sides of the coin. Don't just be, oh, they killed another one. They always killing us. They this, they that. That's not enough. Explain to these kids what happened and how you can prevent your child from this happening to them, because some of this shit can be prevented. Now, y'all got to cut that out. Y'all just want it to be white people fault so bad, and to a certain extent it is. Her killing him, that was her fault, and she just happened to be white. Hey, it is what it is, facts. She white, she ended his life. It's plain and simple. But she shouldn't have been in that territory. This isn't where somebody like her should be working. Somebody that fears people of color. Because you handle somebody differently versus you fearing them. If she would have put over an old white lady, she would have approached her like that. Even if the old white lady had a warrant, she would have approached her like that. It would have been different. Because she feels like she can control the situation. She's not in fear. But then when it's somebody like him, oh my God, he's going to hurt me. Let me put my weapon out. You know how they are. That ain't cool. And that's what the fuck the police department needs to be working on. How they can get cops to be less stereotypical and prejudiced. Stop bringing that shit to work. Leave that shit at home. We could be as many niggers as you want us to be, but keep that shit at the crib. Don't bring that to work with you. Everybody isn't the same. This young man did not deserve to die. He didn't. He didn't. What he did not warrant it. It didn't. He had a warrant, literally. That doesn't mean shoot on sight. And it doesn't mean because you get your gun confused with your taser, that you still didn't kill him. You did. And there's consequences for that as well. And you need to pay for it. You do. You do. Accidents happen every day. It doesn't mean that all of them get excused. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. And you've been doing this for how many years, girl? Yeah, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. How many white people have you accidentally shot throughout this career? Thank you, Shantae. Thank you, sweetie. How many white people have she accidentally shot in her career? None. She didn't accidentally shoot or kill any of them. So how do you accidentally shoot and kill this? And then when people bring up race, we're pulling the race card. No, it's an actuality. You fear us. You do. There's no reason this man should be dead and almost killed someone in the process of being shot. He crashed into another vehicle. Not only did you take his life, you almost had it to the point to where he took another as you were taking his. Accident or not. Oh, well. I don't care. I feel like you should be thrown up under the jail. I do. Some mistakes have some harsh consequences, just like this family, the Floyd family and others. They have a harsh consequence that they got to deal with their loved one being gone. That's harsh. So why do you just keep going on? Just moving on, like, you know, whatever. He was basically a teenager. Wasn't even a year out of being a teenager. Damn near. 20 years old. Life just gone. And we're supposed to just be like, well, it was an accident. Yeah, we don't care. Oh, well. Go to jail. I don't give a damn. I don't care how much of an accident this was. I don't think her sentence should be lessened or anything like that. No. When we do shit, especially as Black people or minorities, we are given the maximum damn near. They are harsh as fuck on our punishment. So I feel like it should be the same thing with them. Don't slap her on her wrist and then try to keep this shit quiet and try to give her 5 years because it was just 2 years and she's free. No. No. If people are going to protest, that's what they should be protesting for. Making sure she get the maximum. The maximum. Yeah, her family might feel some type of way. Oh, fucking well. Imagine how Dante's family feels. We don't give a fuck about how you feel about how this bitch done took somebody's life and her life being ruined all over a mistake. We don't give a fuck her. And the life that she had before. His life changed because it's gone. So her life should change as well. Part of her life should feel like it's fucking gone too. She ain't special. And we don't feel sorry for her. So, oh well, Becky. Yeah, take your ass to prison for a long haul. 2 wrongs don't make it right, but he did not deserve to die. He did not deserve to die. No. He did not deserve that. Oh well. Oh well. Accident or not. So I love you guys. And I'm about to get out of here and we will be revisiting this and keeping track of it because I just feel like we should. And I will. But I love you guys. I have to get out of here. And I will see you guys later. The Janet video is dropping, but it's dropping for members only. So the Janet video will be members only. And I will drop for everyone to see it. I believe that's tomorrow. So but the Janet video is dropping. It's members only. So that will be premiering later for the members. So the Janet video is dropping. It's just that my members are they deserve something special. So I'm gonna give it to them and then I will give it to everyone. So yeah, but the members get it first. So it will be dropping today. I love you guys. And until the next show, oh my God, I love you. Thank you for all the donations. You guys are so sweet. Bye. Yeah. Hair flip. Yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip. Yeah. Oh my God. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. Hair flipping on these hoes. Hi.